Hey guys, it's Meg. I am here this week with a new video for you. This is going to be our standard tarot reading for the week. So if you guys want to see a message from the cards, please come on in, have a seat, get comfortable. We're going to start with some oracle energy and get into some tarot to figure out how to clarify that. And this reading is for you if you are meant to find it. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Before I get to the cards, I do want to suggest to you that if you like what you see in the video, please go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and the bell button so you can stay in the loop for when I post new work. I have also listed links to my social media and my website. Also, I've put in the decks I've used for this reading as well as the timestamp for the bonus reading. All of that's going to be in the description. So if you guys want to see what I've used for this reading and, see what else I can pull out from the cards for you, please go ahead and do so. I'm welcoming, I'm welcoming of feedback, comments, any sort of questions or concerns you may have, that is welcome as well. So, yeah, how are you guys doing? I'm doing okay. It's been a busy week, but the energy has been very good, and I'm very happy to have the opportunity to read for you guys. So, you know what, no. Okay, we're just gonna keep. I have a couple of other oracle decks and some tarots out right now because I'm working on content for my blog, but one of them is mildly graphic in terms of nudity, and I don't want to necessarily offend the YouTube algorithm as such. So we're just gonna keep the decks that I'm gonna use as they are right now. So that's enough of me rambling. Let's get into the reading. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get into some oracle energy right now. Alright, so to start, we have the Wise Woman of Wonderland. This represents integrity and compromise. Okay. We also have the Gray Squirrel, finding new ways of solving problems. You're being called to find new ways of solving problems. Okay. And we also have Adversity. I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. Okay, so there's a hitch in your plans. Right off the top, I'm saying there's a hitch in your plans, and you're having to kind of figure out, the way around it, because the way you're trying to solve problems, the way you're trying to solve the problems in general, but specifically this one, isn't quite working out the way you anticipated for. And you're having to look at what you value and how that informs your decision making. But also, you're having to use that to figure out a way of concluding this issue in a way that doesn't necessarily harm yourself and others. Okay. There will be some sense of not really achieving what you're hoping for. Not really achieving what you're hoping for, but at the end of the day, you're going to come out with a solution that is best for everybody in this situation. Okay? I think that's it. Also, you know what? I want you to notice with the gray squirrel that it seems that there's a bit of light coming from this creature's forehead. If you want to call it a forehead, it's from the front here. What I want you to think about is how active your third eye is right now. what kinds of intuitive hits you're getting, or what especially what you're feeling, because that's also going to inform the the way you make choices as well, or the way you're trying to figure out this compromise. Okay, I hope that made sense. Well, let's see what else you are going to have to work with here. We're going to get into our tarot. I'm going to do 5 cards, and then we'll clarify and see what energy comes out for you. So let's see. The first card. Okay, first card out. Okay, yeah, we have the 9 of Wands. So right off the bat, there's the sense of difficulty. You know it. You know that it's there. You know that it's very very prominent energy right now, and no, it's not fun to deal with. It's not the best thing you've ever gone through. But here you're asked to endure it for the sake of perseverance, because you are in a learning curve right now, and I feel like this energy might be new for you. You've never come up against this issue before, and now it's like, oh crap, I don't like this at all. But in order to get where you're going, you got to get through the gates first, right? Well, the gates are tightly shut, so what's the workaround? Yes, what's the workaround, right? So there's the 9 of Wands. Okay. Oh, that is a frightening card. I don't know if you can see that, but ooh, we're nearer to Christmas than we are to Halloween. But again, there's a block, there's a conflict, there's some adversity that you're facing. Okay. Now, I do want to say, I just happen to think this adversity could be external and it could be internal. I'm opting more for the external variety, because you're being called, again, you're being called to compromise. It could be external because you're having to assess what you value and what foundations you're standing on. Okay. Again, though, I think this might be an external conflict that you're dealing with right now, but again, only you know that, and I'm passing on information. So let's see what other cards we have here. We have the 9 of Wands to start. We also have the 7 of Swords. Yeah. Part of this is external, because you're looking at the things you want. You're looking at the things you're really desirous of having in your space, and how are you going about getting that? The question then becomes, what, again, going back to your morals, your values, what integrity, what foundation are you standing on? Are you deceiving yourself? Are you deceiving others? Like, what are you again, what's the intuitive hits you're getting from this situation, right? Yeah, what's the intuitive hits you're getting from this situation? Again, going back to internal versus external, I do think this is going to be more external. And I'm getting there because there may be someone in your space doing this to you. And the fact that you may be feeling that possibly has you getting in your head a little bit. Let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see what the cards. We only have 2 out. Yeah. Yeah. You're getting the Empress as another card coming out here, obviously. There's some some inner work you have to do, especially if the case of this situation is that you're sensing something wrong and getting in your head over it. Okay, again, and reflection is going to help. It's definitely going to help. So there is the Empress. Okay, let's see what hidden and clarifying energy we can come up with here. Why are we experiencing this situation right now? What's going on? What's going on here? All right. Hidden energy for this part of the situation is the Five of Cups. So there's definitely been some disappointments and some hurt. And that's really all you're seeing in this situation right now. And you're kind of dwelling in the hurt mode. And on top of that, you're making your situation harder because you're not seeing that you still have stuff left to work with. You're not seeing that, right? Because you're down here. You're just looking at the cups. You're just like, oh, why am I doing this? Why am I like this? I've spilled all my cups. I'm crying over spilled milk, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it happened. Let's acknowledge it. Let's move forward. Okay, but let's figure out how not to dwell on that. Okay, there you go. There's the Five of Cups. And also, you're feeling this very deeply. Okay, the Knight of Wands is kind of an action taker. Knights to when I pull a knight, generally I'll think about the energy behind the card. So what action is happening with this? And in this case, I think there's definitely, you're feeling what you're feeling very intensely. Okay. To the point that I think it may be causing some anxiety, some panic. You're so caught up in this energy that I think you're forgetting some crucial. You're forgetting some crucial points to actually solving the situation, because you're again going back to the oracle energy. You're being called to compromise, to figure out a workaround in the situation. And what's really stopping you from doing that is that you're mired in disappointment, and it's intense enough that you're feeling it. That's all you can feel. That's all you can see. That's all of what your that's all of what you are consumed by. I don't know if that sentence made sense, but we are here. Okay. Another thing you might be thinking is, how much longer is this going to last, right? Because again, you're being asked to endure. Okay. Part of the thing that you need to do is get out of your own head for a little bit and possibly ask for help. But let's see, ask for help, but certainly do a lot of reflecting right now. Okay. Let's see what it is we need to see about why we are seeing this energy right now. Let's go a little deeper. All right. The Nine of Wands. What's up with this Nine of Wands? Why are we seeing it? Okay. One more shuffle here. Okay. Yeah, we're seeing the Nine of Wands here. Okay. Because we're getting the Prince of Wands. Okay. I'm going to count this as a repeat card from the Knight of Wands here. Okay. Because we're taking our lessons learned in terms of what triggers us, what sparks our flame, what gets us going. Okay. And we're now having to take action on that. Okay. the thing is that it's intense and it burns hot. Okay, and we're wondering how much longer it's going to burn. Remember that we're enduring the pain of this situation, right? So I'm not laughing because the situation come up. I'm laughing because I'm hearing the phrase sick burn. Like something has made you really mad. Okay, something has really gotten you right in the heart. And you're feeling it, you're angry about it, you have to figure out how to make it so that you're okay and the other party's okay. What do I do? Like literally, what the actual hell do I do? Right? Okay. Um, there's the Prince of Wands, okay, but you also have the World, okay? So this isn't gonna last forever. If you were wondering how long, how much longer, how much time left do I have in this what seems like this punishment, um, know that this energy will complete. It will move out when it's meant to. But right now, there are going to be lessons learned that you need to internalize. Okay, and I'm looking at the Empress here. Okay, so there is the World. All right. Let's clarify our Seven of Swords here. What are we seeing the Seven of Swords energy for? This Seven of Swords energy, please let me see some hidden energy and clarifying energy. Okay, and two cards coming together. Cool. Okay, so we're seeing Seven of Swords energy because we have some Two of Swords energy. There's some choices to be made. Okay. Um, Again, immediately going back to the Woman of Wonderland. Yeah, Woman of Wonderland card here. Pull that back out for you. Here's our Woman of Wonderland. Okay, so you know that you have to act on your values, especially because the Two of Swords energy is coming out here. You're missing some information, and I think this is either being done deliberately by somebody else or willfully. You're doing it willfully because you aren't seeing information you need to move forward right now. And because you have the Empress, I do think it's time to reflect, to sit down and say, you know what, I'm not moving forward. I'm missing information. I'm starting to get stressed and panicked because I have to make a decision that I don't have information enough to make, right? And that's where reflecting and seeing what you need to see from yourself is going to really help. What I mean by that is taking responsibility for yourself and your behavior. Okay. So there's the Two of Swords as hidden energy for the Seven of Swords. All right. We also have the Prince of Swords coming out. Again, the Knight of Swords. A lot of this, I feel like a lot of this is going to be in your head. All right. Um, now, another thing that seems to be prominent in readings I've done in the past is the idea of change. And I think it makes sense given the time we're in right now. So there's some changes that are happening, and there's an opportunity. There has been a lot of opportunity for you to shift your mindset. Okay, now's the time to take the action on it. Okay, again, remember the cards that you have out right now: the Empress, acting on your values with the Wise Woman of Wonderland. You have a lot to think about right now, and the other thing that might be happening is because of certain other cards, you might not be thinking about it clearly. So this is the chance to really reflect and get clear about what you want to do in the coming days. Okay. So there's the Prince of Swords. Okay. Two of Swords, Prince of Swords. A lot of mental stuff going on. And, you know, there's some action taking that needs to be done so that you can, so that you can move forward. Okay. Let's see the Empress. Why are we here with the Empress? Why are we seeing the Empress? Please let me see here. Okay, Empress. We're looking to reconnect. Okay, and by reflecting, we are going to do that. We are going to come back to a sense of our stability, a sense of our peace. Maybe this is going back to your inner child kind of thing, where you know you might be nostalgic for the good old days and times are easier and you didn't have to worry about what you're worrying about, blah blah blah. Your the sense of reconnection that you desire is going to happen when you pause and reflect. Okay, so there's the Six of Cups. Okay, let's see the hidden energy, the Three of Swords. Yeah, pause and reflect so you can heal from whatever hurt you're experiencing. Okay, we're going to clarify the Five of Cups and the Knight of Wands coming out here. But right now, reflecting and getting yourself to a place where you feel normal again, or at least a sense of stability again, is going to be crucial. Because again, the situation is such that there's some work to be done. There's some compromises to be made, and you know you can't really take responsibility for yourself until you figure out your trigger and why you're feeling the way you are. Okay, so there is the Three of Swords. Okay, the Three of Swords, again, I'm struck by the idea of when is this going to stop? When is it going to become easier? Let's see what else is coming out for hidden and clarifying energies. We're going to look at the Five of Cups. So why are we seeing the Five of Cups here? Let's see. Okay, give me a second. I had some cards pop out. 2, 3, 4, and you know what? They can't. There's 4 out here. Normally, I will just read 2 for the hidden and clarifying energy, but I'm gonna read them in pairs. So for the hidden energy here, we have the King of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Prince of Pentacles. Yep, Knight of Pentacles here. So there are some issues you're facing with your sense of self-worth and self-esteem, and those things because of this disappointment here. And because of that, you're not really taking action, or if you are taking action, it's very slow, it's very measured, it's very one step at a time, right? And that's generally how you would like to operate right now. Certainly right now, but certainly as you have had operated in the past. And there has been possibly some things that have been said to you that have called that behavior into question. Well, why aren't you here now? Why aren't you doing this? What's this about? Blah, blah, blah. You've been called into question for that. Maybe unnecessarily. Okay, you've been put down for doing things a certain way because that's how you're comfortable coping. with the situation is to go slow, to really operate from a sense of your integrity. Again, going back to it, integrity and self-worth. Okay. Um, but those things have been called into question, and it's caused you some serious hurt, because you know what you're trying to do. You know how you come to your sense of comfort. And for people to call you into question like that has likely been really tough, really a bitter pill to swallow for you, because you thought, oh, well, I thought they understood what I was trying to do. I shouldn't have to explain points A, B, and C to them, because they should already understand points A, B, and C. That's where that's the disappointing factor here. Again, you're stuck with it. You're stuck with it right now. Okay. That's our hidden energy. Our clarifying energy is the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So in order to clear this, in order to kind of bring yourself back to, in order to bring yourself back to baseline, there are some things that you're going to have to tap into, because you're growing, and you're growing in terms of understanding your emotions, and you're also growing in terms of how you can use your spiritual basis to help yourself heal. Okay. The other thing with that is it's going to be a lot of work. Okay. It's going to be a lot of work to clear this old energy. But if you recall, we have the World card. No, hold on here. We have the World card coming out here. So all of this is going to, change, and it's only going to change if you give yourself the time to heal, if you give yourself the time to heal, but also give yourself a chance to really come back into yourself and into your own again, okay? Because I have a sense of that's what you may have lost along the way in this journey, is a sense of yourself, okay? So let's get out our hidden and clarifying energies for the Knight of Wands, and then we'll move into our bonus reading, final part of the tarot, and see what we can see, okay? So hidden energy for the Knight of Wands. Please, why are we seeing the Knight of Wands? Okay, we're seeing the Nine of Swords. Definitely some anxiety, definitely some pain, definitely some hurt. You've lost sleep over this situation. Okay, you're feeling a lot of daggers flying at you right now. Okay, and it's not that it's eight of wands energy, certainly not. And I say that because it isn't necessarily, I don't want to say it isn't necessarily good news. There's a lot that you feel coming at you, and not all of it's positive. Okay. What I think you may need to, what I think you may need to do is rest. Okay. Definitely give yourself a break. Give your brain a break too. Again, a lot of this is mental. A lot of this is mental, because I feel like we're getting a lot of swords energy out in this card. I'm hearing the phrase, you're trying to do too much. You're trying to do too much, and it's not working out for you because you're trying to please everybody. You're hearing a lot of chatter, and that's probably causing you a lot of the stress you're experiencing, because that chatter is clashing with what you know to be true. Okay, so there is the Nine of Swords. Okay, that's our hidden energy. What's the clarifying energy for the Knight of Wands, please? Strength. You have the strength to get through this. You're far more, um, you're far more than what people are telling you. You're more than your body. You're more than your brain. You're an energetic creature having a human experience. And no, it's not a pleasant one. No, it's not easy. Um, the thing that you either have lost sight of or you're just coming to realize right now is that you're a tough cookie. You are tough. You're capable of feeling deeply. And that is probably one of the greatest things about you as a person, is that you're highly empathetic, you're highly sensitive, and sometimes you get overwhelmed by it. But there's, and this is probably controversial opinion, but there is strength in vulnerability. There's strength in saying, hey, I need help. There's strength in knowing that your situation isn't easy, but still going through it anyway, still finding the workaround. The bends in the path make the journey interesting, even if it doesn't make it any easier to get to your final destination. Okay. I'm gonna leave it there. Let that sit in the energy space for a little bit here. Oh, let's see. Let's move into our final tarot portion here. And then we'll do the bonus reading. But first, we're going to have a water break. If you haven't hydrated yet, this is your signal. Cheers. Wow. Okay. Okay. So, what energy can you use here? Let's get the energy around you right now. Hopefully this is vastly more helpful. Oh, I think the first part is helpful, but let's see how we can use all of the energy right now. All right. Okay. So first card. Okay, we got the Five of Chalices or the Five of Cups. I think first thing we need to do is realize, once again, we need to realize our disappointments, acknowledge our failures, but let's not sit with those. Let's figure out how we can move on from here. Okay. Again, because this is a repeat card, I do think there's a sense of you getting stuck in the mud a little bit, and it's certainly not helping. Okay. So there is the Five of Cups. Okay. All right, we got cards coming out together. We have the Queen of Cups coming out as well. So maybe it's time to take a chance and nurture your heart, or take a minute to nurture your heart, nurture your soul a little bit, because you've been through the ringer. Okay. I think to do that, the best here is to honor the journey you've come through so far. Getting here, because she's holding a ship. You've traveled a lot. You've been through a lot of choppy water right now, and again, give yourself a break. Give yourself a break and nurture who you are. Nurture how you handle things, because ultimately, there is a goal to be achieved, but it's going to be a longer slog than you would like, if you don't acknowledge where you could be hurting. Okay, again, I hope that makes sense. There is the Queen of Cups. Okay, and also with the Queen of Cups, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to verbalize what you might be feeling. Hopefully this is someone you can trust. Please make sure of that, because again, we're going back to the seven. I believe it's the Seven of Swords. Um, watch who you might be verbalizing this emotion to. Okay, there's a Queen of Cups, and there is the seven. Yes, that is the Seven of Coins. Reflection is definitely going to be the key here, because you are being asked to pause. Definitely take a pause. Make notes about where you are. Again, I like that I said honor the journey you've been on so far. Doing that is going to come from pausing, reflecting, and assessing. Okay. So there is the Seven of Wands. I'm sorry, that's the Seven of Coins. Okay. Let's see some hidden energy and some clarifying energy for this portion of the reading, please. Clarifying and hidden energy. Start with our hidden energy here. Okay, we have the Four of Wands. Beautiful card to come out, because at the end of all of this, you're going to have a reason to celebrate. Give yourself a reason to just, you know what? I did the work. I'm going to go and I'm going to have a coffee. I'm going to go to my favorite cafe. I'm going to go get dinner at my favorite spot. And I'm going to enjoy that dinner because, hell yeah, I worked for it. Okay, I've been through some shit. Now I get to celebrate. Okay, just celebrate for no reason at all. Even if it is cracking open your favorite beverage, turning up your music, and just getting down with your bad self. Okay, I apologize for that. Don't know what that was, but the point is, give yourself a reason to celebrate because you've gotten yourself here and you deserve it. Okay, so that is the Four of Wands. Okay, that is our hidden energy, and our clarifying energy is the Ten of Cups. You're going to feel so much better for doing this work, because you'll be at a sense of peace. You'll be at a sense of love and stability, and certainly you'll be in the mindset of having plenty enough that you can take care of yourself and fill someone else's cup as well. Okay. All right. Okay, there's the Ten of Cups. All right. Cool. Cool. I like that outcome. I hope that this has helped you in some way. We're going to get into our bonus reading now and see what other information can be gleaned, or maybe there's some new information from the cards. So let's see what that is. Okay. So for our bonus oracle reading, we have Sisters of the Seasons. This represents cycles of growth, natural law, and the divine order. Okay. We have the Camel, be forbearing and patient. Okay. And we also have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay. This is interesting because I'm struck by the cycle aspect of this, and there's someone, maybe this is a friend or someone close to you, that's going through a lot of change right now, and perhaps they're not in a place to be able to really give of themselves what you're what you're expecting them to, what you need them to give back to you in order for it to be a reciprocal relationship. Don't take, please don't take advantage of people. Okay, that's not cool. Assess your emotions and assess your intentions for wanting to reach out to this person. There's a need for you to, assess yourself. Assess yourself, because what are your intentions for trying to develop this friendship? This person might not be in a place where they can adequately give friendship to other people, right? At least not without them completely draining their supply. So be patient right now, because maybe this person is still going through a lot of other stuff. Certainly you might be going through a lot of other stuff, and if you're coming off the main part of the reading, that may resonate with you, and if not, that's okay. Just know that things will change, know that things move, and it's up to you to be patient with yourself and patient with others, okay? Especially when there's someone going through something big, okay? So that is our bonus oracle reading. Let's get into our tarot reading. So let's see the first card. We have the Hermit. Okay. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. And we have the Six of Pentacles as well. All right. So again, I like that I said watch your intentions, watch what's going on with you and around you, because you're going to have to assess your personal truths, and does the journey you're walking jive with this other person's? Because it may not. You may be going completely opposite directions. You may just pass each other along the way. That's going to be up to you to decide what's happening with that. Okay. Again, that's up to you to decide. Okay. But it does need to be addressed, because just because you have a lot to give, just because you have a lot to offer a person, doesn't mean they're going to have the same things that they do. It might not be an equal exchange, okay? And that person, person could be vastly more abundant than you. And by abundance, I mean in terms of their spiritual growth, that kind of thing. Could be material, doesn't factor in here. I don't feel that factors in. But there needs to be a sense of reciprocity coming in from this, and I can't say whether or not this person will be able to do that, but it could be that they're on their own journey and need to be on their own path for a while before things can really work. Okay. Again, hope that made sense. Yeah, I hope that made sense. I'm gonna call it there. So that is it for this reading, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If this resonates with you, please let me know. I'm happy for the questions, comments, and feedback. Again, if you like the video, click all of the buttons. Don't hesitate to get in touch, and I will see you very soon with another video. Again, I love you guys. Stay safe, and I will see you very soon. Bye, everybody.